Hello everyone, and once again welcome to my channel Engineering Very Simple. Now we were studying digital system design, and now in previous part we studied what do you mean by combinational circuits, and we discussed a few combinational circuits. Now this is the part 2 of that lecture. Now in today's lecture we are going to study two combinational circuits which are very important. First one is magnitude comparator or digital comparator circuit. In that we are going to specifically touch upon 2-bit comparator. So let us understand what do you mean by magnitude comparator or digital comparators first. So I will draw the basic block diagram over here. This is the generalized one. So this is a comparator circuit. Now which has two digital inputs. Now this is a generalized one, so I am giving a simple case. So this is word A, this is one input, and word B. Now what is this word? Word is nothing but group of digital bits. Group of digital bits to form a digital number. So now, and these are the two inputs to the digital magnitude comparator circuit or digital comparator circuits, that is word A and word B. And word is nothing but group of binary bits. Instead of digital, binary is the more correct word to form digital number. So group of binary digits is a word, group of binary digits is another word. So this is word A and word B. And these two are compared, these two inputs are compared, its magnitude is compared. And three outputs are generated. So this circuit will generate three outputs. So it will generate an output for y is equal to A is greater than B. So if A is greater than B, this output will be high. It is logic 1. Then second output will be y is equal to B. So if both the two numbers are same, has the same value, or have the same magnitude to be precise, then this would be 1. And then third output is y is A is less than B. So this is the third output. So if the quantity, if the number in A is less than B, so this will go high. And if A is greater than B, then obviously it will not be equal to B and it will not be less than B. So in that case, so whatever condition is satisfied, that input will only go high. So this is our basic working of digital comparator or magnitude comparator circuit. Now what is a 2-bit digital comparator? We will see. So understand it this way. Now I will draw the block diagram of 2-bit digital comparator. So why it is known as 2-bit comparator? थांबवलं होतं ना, कुठनं थांबवलं होतं? Okay, so now what is a 2-bit comparator? We will draw the basic block diagram. Now this is the comparator circuit. And this is a 2-bit comparator. So what will be the word length over here? In generalized block diagram we saw it is word A and word B. Now each word meaning group of binary bits. So each word is here 2-bit long because we are studying 2-bit comparator. So understand this. So this is A, which is a 2-bit long word. So I am writing in the bracket 2-bit. And B is also a 2-bit long word. So this circuit basically compares two 2-bit long words, digital words, in order to produce three outputs. Y for A is less than B. If A is less than B, in that case this output will go high. If A is equal to B, then this particular output will go high. And if A is greater than B, then this particular output will go high. So as the two input words are 2 bit long in this case, so we will say that the circuit is a 2 bit comparator circuit, and it generates the three corresponding outputs respectively. Now let us start designing this circuit, that is a 2 bit comparator. Now for that, first we need to uh, draw the truth table, and then we need to solve the K-map, and then obtain the Boolean expression or logic expression for this circuit. And from this Boolean expression, so as there are three outputs, we will have three equations, system equations. So these three outputs will generate three system equations, and these three system equations we are supposed to implement in order to implement the 2-bit comparator circuit. Now we will do that. Okay, so this is the truth table of 2-bit comparator, 2-bit magnitude comparator. So now each input word is 2 bits long, that's why A1 A0, and another word is B1 B0. Now we are going to compare these two 2-bit long words. As in comparison, I will show you the first comparison, then you will understand. So A1 A0 and B1 B0. Now understand this A1 A0 and B1 B0. Now this A1 A0 is considered as a number or a word, so it is abbreviated as A. So it will come in the column of Y. A is nothing but A1 A0, and B is nothing but B1 B0. So now you have to check A1 A0 is less than B1 B0 for the first output. Now understand in this way. So now A1 A0, what is the value which corresponds to A for the first column of the truth table, for the first row of the truth table? A1 A0 is also 0, and B1 B0, which stands for B in total, is also 0 0. Now as you can see, both these values are equal. This is also 0 0 and this is also 0 0. So y of A is equal to B, that is A is equal to B column will be 1, because as you can see A1 A0 is also 0 0 and B1 B0, which stands for B, is also 0 0. So here 1 will be there in the first row, and other two outputs will be 0. Why? Because this is A1 A0 stands for A, so A is equal to B condition is satisfied, because this is also 0 0 and this is also 0 0. Now let us have a look at the second row. Now here A1 A0 is 0 0 and B1 B0 is 0 1. So here A1 A0 is 0 0 and B1 B0 is 0 1. Now out of these two numbers, binary numbers, which one is greater, you tell me? Obviously 0 1 will be greater than 0 0. So now it is A less than B condition, because A1 A0 value is 0 0 and B1 B0 value is 0 1. So in that case A is less than B. So this particular output in the second row will go high. A is less than B over here, and rest of the two will be 0 0. Now we will check the third condition. Now here also A1 A0 for the third row actually. For the third row A1 A0, which stands for B, 0 0 and B1 B0 is 1 0. Now you only tell me this 0 0, consider this 0 0 as one binary number and this 1 0 as another binary number. Now which one is greater than these two, 0 0 or 1 0? Obviously 1 0 is greater than 0 0. So now here again A less than B condition is satisfied. So here again it will be 1, and similarly rest two conditions will be 0. Okay. So let me have a look on here. Okay. So now similarly you can complete this truth table. Now the first three entries of the truth table, that is I have explained how the comparison takes place and how these outputs are generated. Similarly, on observing the remaining input combinations, you can derive the outputs from there and fill it in the truth table. So now, as you can see, I have filled the truth table completely. Now you can solve for these three outputs, that is y is a less than b, y is equal to y of a is equal to b, and when output y when a is greater than b. So now we have three outputs and we have input variables, and we want to derive a combinational circuit out of it. So how we will do that? We will solve for these three different outputs in order to get system equations. So for that we will make use of K-map simplification technique. So let us draw the K-map for y is a less than b first. So let us draw the K-map and solve it. So as there are 4 input variables, it would be a 4 variable K-map over here. So let us start drawing the K-map. So this is B1, B0. This is A1, A0. Now everybody by now should know how to label the K-map and how to enter the values or map the truth table values into the K-map. So I am doing this directly over here. So this is a 4 variable K-map, okay. So now here it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now let us start filling this column. We are dealing with this column first. Output y is a less than b. Now let us start filling these values in the K-map. So min terms are the terms for which input combinations produce a logic 1 at the output. So what are the min terms? We will start filling the min terms first. So we will first label the K-map. This is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So now let us fill the K-map. We are filling the min terms first. Okay. So now this is the K-map for A is less than B. Now understand this, I have filled this directly from A less than B at column over here. And then I have done the grouping also. Now you should know the K-map rules and how to group this number of 1, that is mean terms. So I have grouped the number of mean terms. So these are all the groups which I am getting over here. Now from this I have to read the corresponding values, read the corresponding K-map values and derive the system equation. So now this is how grouping is done over here, because here these 4 ones form a quad over here, these 2 ones form a pair, and this one and this one also forms a pair. So in this way we simplify the K-map. Now I will write the equation directly. Y is a less than b. So the equation will be a1 bar a0. So when you read the K-map you will understand this. After encircling and grouping, you should read the K-map in order to solve. Bar B1 bar A1 bar B1 plus A0 bar B1 B0. So this is the output equation for y is equal to a less than b. Now if anybody has any doubt in K-map simplification, you can refer to my lecture on Karnaugh map simplification. So that is in the playlist of digital system design. So for time being, now this is the equation for y is a less than b. So this is the particular equation, that particular equation. So this is an equation for a less than b. Similarly, we have to solve for y is a is equal to b. So I will solve that also for part over here. So that will be also again 4 variable K-map. So y is equal to y for a is equal to b. Now let us solve this particular K-map. It would be again a 4 variable K-map. This would be B1 B0. This would be A1 A0. Let us label this is 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Now let us fill this schema. So let us fill all the min-terms. So here, where are these min-terms? This is this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I map this directly over here, corresponding to its input combinations. And rest all terms will be zeros because there are no min-terms. There are no min-terms which I can group together. So that's the reason I encircled the ones which are present over here, as they don't form any group. So let us write the equation for this particular case. So y for a is equal to b is nothing but so this will be a big equation because no grouping was possible in this case. So this is y is equal to a is equal to b. Now read this particular terms. Now this one is encircled, so this will give you a1 bar, a0 bar, b1 bar, b0 bar, plus a1 bar, a0, b1 bar, b0, plus 4 terms will be there because there are only 4 encircled ones and they don't form any group. So 4 terms will be there in this particular output equation. So now another one is a1, a0, b1, b0, plus writing it again a1, a0 bar, b1, b0 bar. Now one thing you can do is that you can simplify this equation further, or if you are doing it only for theoretical purposes, you can implement this circuit directly as it is, this equation as it is, or if you want to simplify using laws of Boolean algebra, you can also do that, but you can also keep this equation as it is and implement it as it is. So this is our second output, that is y is equal to y for when a is equal to b. Now the third K-map will be for a greater than b. Particular terms which are min terms, so the output is 1. Now let us solve the K-map. There is also 4 variable 1. B1 A1 A0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Okay. Now let us start filling this particular one. Let us fill the min terms first. 1 1 1 1 1. The rest of the terms will be filled 0. Now let us see which all ones can be grouped. So this will form a quad over here, it is pretty straightforward. This will form a group over here, pair over here, and this one will also form a pair over here. So for y is a greater than b, the output equation will be a0 b1 bar b0 bar plus a1 a0 b0 bar plus a1 plus b1 bar. So by solving this K-map, we got 3 system equations. Now these 3 system equations for 3 outputs are nothing but your final 2-bit comparator circuit. Now you can implement this circuit using basic gates. Basic gate meaning whenever I say implement the circuit using basic gates, you have to draw the circuit diagram using AND or and NOT gates. Whenever I say implement it using NAND logic meaning you have to manipulate this equation in the NAND logic form and then implement the circuit using only NAND gates. And for NOR gates also you have to implement the circuit using only NOR gates. But I am going to show you the implementation using basic gates. So we will now implement this circuit. Now we have three system equation, which is nothing but our overall circuit. Now we will implement it. Notice I made one mistake while writing when I was showing the K-map simplification for the output. Y for when A is greater than B case. So while writing the output, I by mistake wrote A1 plus B1 complement. So correct this particular equation. So this is the correct version of this. A naught B1 bar B naught bar plus A1 A naught B naught plus A1 B complement. So the last term I wrote wrong while simplifying the K-map. So please make that necessary correction and don't get confused. So these are the correct equations. So this particular one, while solving the K-map, I made a mistake. Now we will start implementing this circuit using basic gates. Now actually when you are asked to implement 2-bit comparator, you are supposed to implement all these three equations. But by now you should be comfortable in drawing the circuit diagrams. So I am going to show the implementation for only one output, that is y is a less than b, and the remaining two you can complete it by on your own. So let us start drawing the circuit or implementing the circuit. So here a1, a0, b1, b0. Four outputs are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the four input lines. Now as you can see, these complements of these outputs are also present. Complement of these inputs also we require. We require A1 complement also, B1 complement also. So for that we will connect a NOT gate because we are implementing using basic gate. So let us say here, in order to obtain the complement. So this is implementation of 2-bit magnitude comparator using basic gates. By basic gates I mean implementation using AND, OR and NOT gates only. So now the first equation for y is a less than b. So what is this? A1 A0 bar. So let us tap the output over here. So this is A1 B0. Okay, so this is the connection only. Then so A1 A0 bar, A1 bar, A0 bar. So this I will type it from here. A1 A0 bar. Yes. This is A1 A0 bar multiplied by B0. Now where is B0? B0 is over here. Let us take it. Plus A1 bar B1. Second term. A1 bar. So again I will have to type from here. A1. A1 bar, A1 bar, B1, second term. So B1, so this is the signal line for B1 input line. So we will tap it again from here. So we will take it down away. Then the third term, A0 bar, B1, B0. A0 bar, which is the line for A0 bar, this one. A0 bar, B1 B0. Now B1, which is the line for B1, this particular one, B1. And next line will be for B0. This envelopes are shorted to this input line. Now understand, A1 bar, A0 bar, B0. So these three lines first. So multiplication is present in between them. So we will and connect an AND gate over here. Here also multiplication is present between A1 bar and B1. So we will connect another AND gate over here. Because for logical multiplication we use AND gate. And for the last term A0 bar, B1, B0, we will again connect an AND gate. And these three individual terms are added. So finally, in order to get the final output, which is y is a less than b, we will add an OR gate. So this is the final OR gate, which will generate the output. First output of 2-bit magnitude comparator, that is y is a less than b. So this equation I have implemented. The remaining two also you should implement. So I have shown the implementation of only one output. Now below this you can draw for y for a is equal to b case and a greater than b case also you have to draw. If you don't draw these two remaining two, then your circuit will be incomplete and you will not get marks. So whenever you are asked to implement the circuit, you have to draw the circuit implementation for all the three equations. For explanation purpose, I only have explained implementation of only one output over here. So remaining two equations you can complete, and this whole circuit will be your 2-bit magnitude comparator. Now these magnitude comparators are present in IC form also. So this particular circuit is implemented using IC technology. Now there is another comparator also. Now this was implementation of 2-bit magnitude comparator. Actually 4-bit magnitude comparator is also there. And there is a specific IC number for 4-bit magnitude comparator. So this is, that is IC 7485. So that is 4-bit magnitude comparator, and this was 2-bit magnitude comparator. Now what would be the difference in 4-bit magnitude comparator? So it would compare two 4-digit binary numbers. Now suppose it would compare 0000 with 1111. So depending on that, your number of bits, that is the word length, your truth table will change and your circuit equation will also change. So this was your 2-bit magnitude comparator circuit, used to compare two binary numbers as given specified word length. So that's all for today.